I'm ready now to install the balance wheel and balance cock, and that's going to be kind of tricky because I'm going to have to slip the balance wheel the uh, um, underneath the center wheel there. So we'll see if we can get that done, and I'm going to have to do that off camera because I can't do something that intricate looking through the camera screen. I've got it slipped under there now. Now I'm going to have to try to get the lower spindle of the balance wheel into the lower jewel. Once I've got that properly aligned, then I can put the balance cock in place over it and get the upper spindle into the balance cock and screw the balance cock down. I've got the balance wheel and balance cock seated now, and that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Everything lined up really nicely. You can see the balance wheel swings really well. So the next thing I need to do is put in the retaining screw for the balance cock, and then I need to put a little drop of Mobius 9010 in the upper jewel, and then replace the upper cap jewel, and this side of the movement will be finished then. Okay, I've got the balance screwed back in place. I've got the retaining screw put into the balance cock. I put a little drop of oil on the upper jewel there. The next thing we need to do is I need to put a drop of oil on the upper cap jewel, just like we did with the lower cap jewels. Here's our upper cap jewel, and just like the lower cap jewels, this has a rounded side and a flat side, and the flat side is what we're going to put the oil on. We're going to put a little drop of oil right in the center of it, and then I'm going to put it back onto the top of the balance cock with the flat side down, and then after that I'll have to put on the retaining ring that holds it in place. Okay, the upper cap jewel is back in place. I had to lay it on there and make sure it's perfectly centered. And as I said, I put the flat side with the oil down because that's going to be the bearing surface for the end of the upper spindle on the balance wheel. So that needs to have oil on it. The next thing we need to do is put on the retaining ring that holds the upper balance jewel in place, and then put in the screw that retains the retaining ring. And with that, we will be finished with the side of the movement. Then we can flip it over to the other side, to the dial side, and put in the keyless works and the motion works. I wasn't able to put on the upper cap jewel retaining ring because when I was trying to put the little tiny screw into it to hold it in place, the screw went flying out of my tweezers, and I've not been able to find it. So I went online and I ordered a new screw for it, and while I'm waiting for that, I decided to go ahead and wind it up and see if everything functioned, because all the parts are in here for it to tick, and that's why I wanted to see what was happening. And look at that, we got the balance wheel running. Everything is working just like it should. But the basic movement parts of the escapement is working perfectly since I've reassembled it and relubricated everything. It looks like it's moving faster than it was before, so hopefully that'll get us pretty close to perfect timing once I put it on the time grapher and check it out so that I can adjust the accuracy of it once I have everything put together. There is one more thing I forgot to do as we were putting this together. I forgot to oil the upper jewels on the train bridge. So we need to put a little drop of Mobius 9010 in each of these 3 jewels, and also on the jewel here for the center wheel.